with Michael Solander. I'm officially 1 year on injectable testosterone as of January 7th. Um, I know I haven't really made any update videos for a while, probably actually since March, because the last video that's saved on my computer is me rambling on about St. Patty's Day, and I don't think I actually ever uploaded that. But in the past, who knows how many months, probably almost a year, getting close. I guess 10 months, roughly 10 months. There's been a fair amount of changes. My neck, under my chin area, some on my chin, sideburns, just sad little hairs here. I'm getting more frequently, like, the need to shave, especially here. I actually have to shave today, but I also need to get some new razors just because I have sensitive skin. It's interesting having to shave when you have really sensitive skin. There have been some interesting moments of my face, just this whole area being covered in one red hive is what it looks like because of the shaving cream along with the razor just reacting badly. But I do actually have to shave regularly here, which is kind of newer occurrence. In the past month and a half, I think that's been mostly. Yeah. Otherwise, arm hair, you can kind of see it now. It's not like other guys' hair where it's really thick and bushy. You can just barely make it out. You kind of can see that it's there. But, yeah, otherwise it's not overly noticeable. Depends on the lighting and what kind of camera you use. You can sometimes see it when I'm wearing short sleeve like this. I don't really feel like my voice has been dropping at all. I've been tempted to just take a syringe and just inject right there. Just because I still sound very feminine. If not feminine, I sound like a gay man. And I mean, I have no issues with that, but it's just not the goal that I wanted to reach. I'd like it to be a little bit deeper. I get called gay a lot. Mostly voice, body language, hand gestures. The fact that I haven't really mastered the way that men talk, but it's not overly important to me. The main fact is that people are still seeing me as a guy. That's the major thing. I still get a little bit of dysphoria when I get the wrong pronouns because I've been on testosterone for this long, and then I always worry. I have that underlying issue of, is it my chest? Because sometimes, like, you can tell, like that. You know, you can tell I have, like, boobs. But I really try to, like, you'll see me go like this throughout the day mostly so that you don't. But then I have this fat here. So all of these factors don't really help with the dysphoria of being called a woman occasionally. Which I guess really should motivate me to work out more since I haven't worked out for quite some time. But part of that is due to the binder, and then the dysphoria of not wearing the binder if I work out. And also, it really hurts having really saggy boobs smack you. Yeah, it's not fun. But my ribs kind of, I feel like they started here, and now they're more like here from wearing my binder for about 3 or 4 years consecutively. Every single day. I don't think I really go many days without wearing it. And so, that's the side effect, which really sucks because I enjoy running, but I can't actually enjoy running because of the fact that it hurts too much or I'm just not getting enough room expanding to be able to inhale as much air as I normally would. If I ever get top surgery, I have this unrealistic hope that they could just kind of like manage to expand my ribs a little bit just so that they go back to normal. But I don't really see that happening. I'd probably have to wear some kind of internal brace type thing, which would be really weird and probably more expensive than the surgery itself. But yeah, so probably since the last time we talked, I have 2 jobs. I started with one, then I got offered a job while I was still working at another job, and I took that because that's the one job that I've wanted for many months, probably almost a year. So I have the dream job, and then I have this job that I don't enjoy the politics of it, but I really enjoy what I'm doing and the people that I'm working with and helping. I work at a nursing home for Alzheimer's. Sorry, just staring at my pants. Sorry. I thought there was a whole total like ADHD, but or like short attention span, whatever. I work with Alzheimer's patients, and that's a lot of fun. It's really hard sometimes, but overall, it's really enjoyable because even though they have this awful disease that deteriorates their mind, they have this overwhelming joy about them that just radiates everywhere. So it's really nice, and it kind of puts your life in perspective, which is refreshing at times. I have a few favorites, so when I'm not working there, I definitely miss them. And yeah, the only thing about that job is I wish that they'd give us more time to actually get our work done. They, for some reason, think that we're all hopped up on steroids and caffeine, that we can just get everything done within seconds, but that's being unrealistic. And so usually work on my breaks because that's the only way I can get stuff done almost on time. It's that bad of a time thing that even when I work on my breaks, I don't get everything done on time. And so I always feel bad for the person that comes in after me or whatnot, because they usually have some of my stuff to do on top of theirs. But otherwise, it's mostly the old people that keep me working there because I really like them, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, there are days where it's really hard, but like I said, usually their attitudes and the stories and all their antics make up for that. So it's good. And then my other job is the cupcake place, which I've wanted to work for quite some time. So I was actually really surprised when I got offered that job. I've worked there for 2 months now, I think. And it's a lot of fun. Maybe actually more than 2 months. I don't know. Maybe honing on 3. I have no idea. But, yeah. I sell cupcakes. I enjoy it because I actually get to interact with people that I don't see all the time. Granted, there are some regular customers, but in comparison to my nursing home job, the nursing staff and the residents, I see the same ones every day. So it's just, But with a cupcake place, I see new people, and so I get to talk to new people. So that's fun. Plus, there's cupcakes, and I'll show you my stomach hair in a moment, but you're going to have to be very kind because I think the cupcakes are getting to my stomach and the lack of workout because I have like a massive muffin top. Yeah. But cupcakes are really good. We get a sample of them. I think I eat way too many than I should, which is why I have a muffin top. But it's fun. I really enjoy both jobs. Both jobs now know about my transition. The first one, nursing home, I told in advance, but the only people that are aware and in the loop of my transition are the executive director and some of the managers. But the regular staff, the everyday staff that I interact with, really don't know. I saw no reason to tell them, because I feel like there's still this stigma that just kind of sticks with you when you tell someone, even if you're gay, but definitely when you're transgender, because they don't comprehend it. It's one of those topics that hasn't gotten enough social media or whatever. I can't think of the term, but it's just not really known about, and there's always these opinions that are already in someone's head that they think that we're sick or all this other stuff. So I don't tell them because honestly they don't need to know, and it's not going to affect my job. So I only tell who needs to know, and at that point I told my boss because I'm working with old people, and it's not just normal people, it's someone else's loved ones that I interact with on a daily basis. So, plus I had background check, fingerprinting, all this, so it seemed wise to just tell them. But they don't have an issue, which is really great. And then the cupcake place, I originally did not tell them off the bat. It was actually a few weeks ago, one of my coworkers told me we were kind of slow that day, and she's just like, Michael, I know. And I was just kind of like, well, what does she know? And I was trying to ask, but then I had a customer, so I had to help them. And in my mind, I was just thinking, does she think she knows that I'm gay? Because at that job, they like to make jokes that I'm gay because, I mean, I really do come off gay. And I don't know how to fix that entirely. So I was just kind of laughing internally for a few minutes because, I mean, I'm not gay. But after the customer left, she told me that everyone knows about my transition. And that got me a little uncomfortable that everyone knew. And they knew for a few days before they even confronted me. And so they actually knew. We had a dinner one night because we were finishing our Secret Santa, and apparently it was that night that they all knew. So I come in, and they all know, but no one tells me. So it's just kind of awkward, but it happens. They're really supportive, really nice. So it was funny because one of my coworkers, the one that confronted me, just said that they all thought that I was gay, but in denial, which is, I think that was the only part that really got me laughing because, I mean, I personally know that I'm not gay, but yeah. So I thought that was kind of funny. But, yeah. It's good. Both bosses there don't know. I don't know if it'll be a big issue, simply since everyone probably thinks I'm gay. So who knows. There's just one that I'm slightly worried about just because she's really religious. And that's mostly because we listen to gospel music every day. Unless she leaves or we know that she's not going to be there, then we change the radio. But otherwise, lately we've been listening to gospel music. And there's only one other staff member that actually enjoys it. The rest of us feel like we're being punished. Because, I mean, you don't want to work an 8-hour shift listening to whatever kind of songs. I don't know. It's just awkward. Plus, we've got all these customers wandering in, and there's one day where the music was blasting. You couldn't even really understand what the customer was saying. So, it was interesting. But yeah, work is going good. I'm working 2 jobs. I did go to school last quarter. Got 2 A's, which was great. I failed 1 class. I took all 3 classes online, but that was mostly because I had jobs and I just wanted to show. They were more recent jobs, so I wanted to show them that I could be flexible. But now that I've been with both jobs for a good amount of time, I'll be doing in class. So I'll make up that F, and I'll actually do it in class where I can actually understand things. It was a math class. It was just awful. And I had a horrible teacher who's apparently horrible in general in person. So she was incredibly awful online. But yeah, taking off winter quarter, so I'm going to try and work a little bit more, kind of string myself out to the point of like dying just to save more money and make more money so that I can eventually get top surgery. Because it seems like one of those things that kind of makes me depressed at times because I just haven't gotten there, but everyone else around me has gotten there. And then I have to remind myself that that's mostly my fault because I haven't done the best at saving, and then I've allowed these life things to get in the way. And so, yeah. But hopefully the next few months will allow me to make more money, and I'll be able to set a little bit more aside and then also pay off bills. I always get sick, so I always have these bills. So that just kind of hinders saving for top surgery because I'm always using the money to pay off these bills. But yeah. What else? Well, I guess I could show you my stomach, but bear with me. It's probably really grotesque because like I said, I've been eating way too many cupcakes, partnered with the fact that I have not worked out at all. So it's like a really bad beer gut in the making, and I'm not even 21. I'll be 21 tomorrow, the 11th, but I'm already developing a beer gut. But yeah, so this is stomach hair, a lot more increased since the last few times. I used to just have this happy trail, but now just this whole area. And I don't really know if you guys want to see back hair, but that's like a fucking rainforest of hair that you could probably get lost in. That's how hairy it is back there. And my ass. I've actually almost considered seeing about getting it waxed, just because it's gotten to a point where it curls. So it's kind of awkward. And I don't know if it's sexually appealing either. Oh, good thing to talk about. My sex life, still in the drain. Self-serve, yeah. Oh, now we have more to talk about. Mr. Wiggles, not growing at all, which is partly due to the fact that for many months when I first started taking testosterone, I used to rub it down with rubbing alcohol. But that was just because it was really hard to adjust to having no sex drive to having this massive sex drive that I never even knew that I could have. And so that was just kind of a way to counteract that and attempt to get it to stop. I think it just stunted the growth. So that no growth down there really. Sex drive still through the roof. But that's what I mean. It's kind of just part of being on testosterone, since sex drive is linked to testosterone. So I've gotten a little bit more used to it. I would almost occasionally sometimes like to have a sexual partner, just you know, the experience. But it's all relationships and being transgender are really hard. Plus, yeah. I mean, I don't know how good a sexual relationship would go since I'm still really dysphoric about this area. I don't know how I am with this lower area necessarily, but that's because it's may as well have cobwebs and a chastity belt because it doesn't really ever get used by anyone. I mean, yeah. But, yeah. So that's boatloads of fun. Otherwise, I don't really think there's much to talk about. All I can say is that I'm really happy that facial hair is finally starting to come in right here. Muscles aren't really doing anything, but that's also because I'm not actually exerting any amount of energy to have any muscles like be gained. So I am considering doing a spinning class and yoga tomorrow. There's this 2-week free thing of a new business opening, and I like cycling, but it's been really bad weather. So, I mean, I could once again be the only guy in this spinning class. I mean, I have to get over it. Plus, everyone thinks I'm gay, so, yeah. Maybe that's why I'm not getting any kind of relationships, because everyone thinks I'm gay. So, I guess, I don't know when I'll put another update up. There's really not a whole lot of changes. It's kind of a bummer. Once you get to a certain point of being on testosterone, the changes are not as rapid. It's more slow going. So, we'll see what happens. I think that's really it, other than getting blood work. Maybe after I get blood work and see if I need to change my levels, I'll post another video. But, yeah. Or I guess I could actually really post a video sometime about the relationship with my mother, because that's being transgender and having an unhealthy relationship in the beginning and then incorporating that with transitioning. It just kind of asks for a lot of hostility. So, yeah. But I really doubt this has helped anyone. this is more just for a friend of mine, because apparently he liked the videos that I posted, since we're long distance friends, and we don't really talk about our changes that much. We just save it for YouTube. So yeah, yeah, I guess that's it. It's been really good reconnecting, and I'll try and be a little bit better, but honestly, it's not like it's going to be a weekly or even probably monthly thing, just because there's not a whole lot to talk about. But yeah, okay. The next time I see you, I'll be 21. Maybe you'll see me downing some whiskey or Bud Light. Who knows? Hope all of you guys are doing well, and take care. Bye.